the years, I have gotten so many cars from flea markets, but never this much. Anyways, guys, my name is Carsman2023, and welcome to the first ever flea market haul video. Now, I've just gotten back from Dave's Place Flea Market, which is a flea market located in Pawpaw, if you'd like to check it out in real life. And I've gotten so many cars from there. Yeah. But first, we're going to take a look at the loose ones in this Maya bag that I got. The first one I'm going to take a look at is this weird 080 consolidation steam locomotive. Now, it may look like a normal model train at first, right? Wrong. This is actually a toy train from an obscure, forgotten, and almost extinct train set. I got it for $2, as you can see. And, yeah, let me try to remove, that. Alright. You know what? Never mind. I'll remove the sticker, at some point. Next, we are going into McDonald's in the 90s, starting with this one. And, I think this is one of Polygon Donut's favorites. I think it's the CW Chine. I'm not sure, actually. I don't know what this car is called, but this still looks really cool. Like, I do have another one, but... Okay, I'm kidding. I don't have another one of these, but I do have more McDonald's Hot Wheels cars that I've gotten over the years. Then we're going into another McDonald's car with this weird thing. Yeah, strangely, none of these cars even have names. So, yeah, they don't have names that, like, molded onto the chassis. And here's a bit of a thing about this. Okay, now that's cool. Look at that! I like it. Now, closing up on the McDonald's cars, we have, like, a few more, but I'm not sure. Okay, this is the last one, I think. This is number 44. The car... Like, yeah, I've gotten so many of these to the point I really don't want to stop. Now, we're going to briefly cover Disney Pixar cars in a minute, but now here's one of my favorites, and also an insane classic. That being Splittin' Image. Now, Splittin' Image is probably one of the most iconic Hot Wheels cars ever made. And this is one of the oldest ones ever, specifically being made in probably 1969 alongside the Twin Mill. And it even got in a second variation in the 90s as well, I think. Probably the early 2000s, I don't know. And plus, I love the lime green that they put on this one. Really reminiscent of the early days of Hot Wheels. Now, we're going to go into cars for a minute, starting with another Francesco Bernoulli. Yes, I've gone so many freaking Francesco Bernoullis. And this is the inaccurate white base version from probably way back in 2011. I'm not sure. Oh. Yeah, I have bought so many of these Francescos that I gotta repaint one of them eventually. Then we're gonna go into my first ever race teammater. Also probably from 2011. As you can see, he has the number 95 on the sides. And he has a plastic rear piece. I don't know what to call it anymore. And of course, it's the older made in China variation. Now, here's one that has got to be the most hilarious... Oh, I forgot. Forget about what I said about the Hot Wheels car. This is the coolest one. I seen this in an old commercial that I found on YouTube, and that made me want to pick it up. Man, I'm really glad I got a chance to pick this one up. This is a pretty cool car. That being a Ford Taurus from NASCAR with McDonald's detailing on them, including infamously Ronald McDonald. Yeah. I like it. Alright, now we're going to go into the final one. That is the most unfortunate one I've ever seen. Danny Sorvez, this looks like he got covered in green paint. Because it is green paint. And Oh, it's an older made in China version. Probably from 2017. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty glad to get this guy because my last Dinosaur vest got repainted into this terrible, terrible version of uh, of Tim Treadless with the very wrong body and the very wrong spoiler. So I'm pretty glad to pick this one up. Gotta go give it a clean up though. Now we're done with this. We're gonna move on to this bag right here. And oh my goodness, there is a lot. Now starting, we're gonna go into the past. A decade ago in 2011, Hot Wheels did indeed release this as a regular release. That being the famous Back to the Future Time Machine. Love this one. Very glad they released this in 2011. Now we're going to be moving on to a pretty a weird one, but pretty much a nostalgic one to me. That being Power Panel from, I think it's from 2005 or no, it's from 2006. I can't, let me turn the flashlight on so you can see. Yep, 06. 06 stands for 2006. Here's the car. You know, this time I'm putting the flashlight on. Alright, now we're going to be going on to some more classics. But here we have the Crazy Eights, also from Highway 35. Then we have Spin King. The exact same one that actually appeared in Race Groups. And we have a 1984 Chevrolet Corvette in the Hot Wheels Stars and Stripes series. Probably from 2022. Probably one of the most recent variations of the iconic Corvette. Love this one. Alright. Power Pistons. Also a classic car from Highway 35. Love the artwork of it, actually. This is probably the first year they actually done this. I don't know if this is a 2010 or 2011 release. Or no, it's from 2010. Really like the artwork right here. Really reminiscent of the early days of Hot Wheels. Then we have Flathead Fury. Not from Highway 35, but instead from Acceleracers. I picked it up because of the Acceleracers reason. Love this one. And oh my goodness, the packaging. What? Wow, just wow. This is one of the most unique packagings I've ever seen. Really love it. It's pretty strange. None of the other cars have that kind of packaging. Pretty strange. But it does make sense. It is a 2007 release. Well over 2 years after the cancellation of Highway 35. Then we have Slingshot. If you do see that Don't Be Like Kurt video, yeah, that's the white version I used. I decided to get a new one because that white one actually has a busted wheel. So I decided to get this one. Also for Highway 35 purposes, which funnily enough, there is a Highway 35 logo right on here. And this is a, I think this is, oh no, this is a 2003 release. What? I gotta give this movie a rewatch. I watched all the parts on YouTube, thankfully. And we're gonna go on to another one, which is pretty hilarious. The Speed Machine. Yeah, it's just literally called the Speed Machine. Speed Machine. Speed Machine. Out of all names, Mattel, you could have came up with a better name. That's less funny than this. And a lot less odd and less generic. Now, I basically picked up two versions of Speed Bump. Here's the regular original version, and the new version with the newer tires, the faster than ever ultra fast tires. Supplies unlimited for whatever reason. Yeah, it is a 2005 first edition, just like this. But their packagings are different. Yeah. I find that really funny that I now picked up two versions of Speed Bump. Now we're gonna go on to some on a Corvette craze a little bit, starting with the 1955 Chevrolet Corvette. Really love the design of this one. I prefer this one over the 1958. I know, it's controversial for me to say it, but I don't care. This is a cool car to me. I even saw one in a museum. I'll show you a picture of it. Pow! Yeah, there's an actual Corvette of this in real life in the Gilmore Car Museum that I saw. Now, speaking of Gilmore Car Museum vehicles I also saw this version of the car in real life in the museum. But the difference is that one has a split window design before it went over with this design. And yes, this is a 2022 release, not an older one. Oh, it's a 2021 release. Yeah. Now here's one of the coolest cars, but also pretty hilarious. A 1958 Corvette with the one with the weird opening hood. I don't know why it opens like that. It's kind of weird. All right, then now we're gonna go out of the craze and go into a concept car craze. That being the Dodge Power Wagon. Yeah, love this glittery silver on this one. And funnily enough, this is the actual paint job that the real car also has. Here's a screenshot of it. Yeah, I'll do a review on each of these cars eventually. I might do a bit of a series called Corvette Craze. I'm not sure. Now, speaking of Corvettes, we have a Corvette Stingray, from a Tattoo Machine series. Just a typical Corvette Stingray, which I do have a lot of for whatever reason. And it was a 1975 casting as well. Well, copyrighted in 1975 before its official release in 1976. But this is actually the re-release from 1998. Now here's one of my all-time favorites out of the bunch. This is it. Check this out. This is a 1959 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray concept. I've seen a lot of pictures of these cars online, and I even saw it in action in Highway 35, the movie, by the way. And man, oh man, I am so happy Hot Wheels decided to re-release this. Mattel, thank you. Thank you for re-releasing this. Thank you. Also, by the way, there's other cars to collect, and funnily enough, the Corvette, the 55 Corvette also was released in the series too. Which I'll show you right here. Here's the Corvette, also from the same series, 1955. Here's the 1959 version, the Stingray race car. Now, I love Hot Wheels in general. Yeah, I'll do a review on one of these eventually. I'll do one eventually. But for now, this is gonna be Cars Fan 2008 or 2023, as you might say, officially signing out. Peace.